Get out of this. Walk. Ready to go. I'm going to let you go. She's very up. Reach back to her hip with the whip. Turn her around you. Now wait. Alise, on that one, as you stepped away, my dear, you let her head to the left before you had a chance to push her hips out away from you to the right. Make sure the back end is going out before the front end comes in, okay? You did this last time, watch. The head went in before the hips went out. Make sure it's the hips out first, okay? Ribs. Good. Hips out. Hips out. Hips out. Hips out. Yep. Get the hips out. That's the way, Alise. Yes. Good. Now you can come to a halt. Good. And you keep her straight. Walk her face. Yes. There's a lot just standing straight beside a horse. Good. When you're turning her around you, what's going on? Your body's drawing away from her like this. Do the opposite. Put all your weight into your right leg and your right hip. Push that into her shoulder. Yep. Turn her around back. Don't pull it away. Drive her around that right hip. Drive her around the hip. Don't you step away. Step into her. Step, yes, like that. Much better. Much better, yes. So you're doing this. Watch. I'm holding your head. I'm not pulling it anywhere. Get your shoulder off of me and spin around me from your hips. And you just keep putting your right hip into her shoulder while you send her around you, okay? Send her around you. Put your right hip into her shoulder. There, like that. And halt. Good. Now, she is level. She is licking. She's respectful. That's what we want. Right there. Right there. Stay tuned in. Your focus is good. Meaning you pay attention. That's good. I like that. So does she. Her mind's in the barn. Touch her girth and she'll come back to you. There. She's back. See that little difference? Watch my eyes. I'm with you. I'm with you. I just left. You bring me back. I'm with you. I'm with you. I just left. Bring me back. Yeah. A horse by nature, Alise, is attention deficit disorder. By nature. Yep. Now, hear this. All this respect and control that I'm talking to you about. Look at your horse now. Remember what came in. She was up, full of adrenaline, looking around and pushing you with her body. Now she's not. And I've been saying there's a lot of different contexts to talking about straightness. I've been talking about respect, focus, calm, which you're now getting. Hear that big sigh. She's like, remember earlier I talked about there's two different types of movements, nose first or body first? Everything you're doing now is telling her body first. Body first. Keep your head still and move your body first. All these corrections about blocking movement in the head, creating movement in the body, are showing her if she needs to move her body first. By doing that, you're relaxing. Yes, that's releasing stress. Good. Now, here's the other thing that's going on with straightness. This is probably the most important for you and her. Just now, she left a pretty happy place, and she got distracted and picked her head up and looked left. And you did your job. You put up the block. She came right back. A horse is a prey animal, so when they're looking around like that, that's neuroses. Here's what is in her mind every time she looks around. Do I need to worry about that? Is that a potential threat? Is that something that could be such a problem that I need to push me and Alise to safety? Allowing a horse to look around is allowing it to worry. And allowing it to fill with adrenaline while it worries. It's allowing a attention deficit disorder to be filled with anxiety and become attention deficit hyper disorder. So you're telling her that when she's with you, she does not need to look around for problems and get herself worked up. Does that make sense? That's what this is. Have you heard the expression conditioned responses? That's good. She just unlocked all that worry and gave you a bow. That's every shape has a meaning to it. This is so much better. So this needs to be the conditioned response. When Alise comes to work with me is when my mind and body are the most relaxed and focused. Look at you. You are on. I like the way you're in the game. That's great. You've got a great mind for staying in the game. You just need some practical information about, not that one, this one. That looks good. That looks really good. Wow. Was there anyone here with you taking notes or recording this? Good. So you've got a video of this?
All of it, yeah.
Good. Because we've covered a lot. How to lunge on the correct leg. Using contact to block the directions you don't want. When she looks away, you straighten her from the ribs. When she's turning into you, put up boundaries. When she's a little stressed, push her hips around you. Do a turn on the forehead. Look at that. And right now, with her not being 100% sound on her legs, this is the kind of work you need to do. Standing still work. Walking around work. This is great. You have any questions, Alise? It's working too. Look at her. It isn't for most people. Lunging is the hardest groundwork exercise there is.